Do you think that the Constitution needs to be amended, or it is okay as it is?
You know, Mike, Constitution being a law, the supreme law, like any other law, it is subject to amendments. It is true. You know, there's nothing perfect. And of course, we're human beings. Today, something was good. Tomorrow, it may not look good. Or circumstances tomorrow have changed. And therefore, we need to change also our legal system.
So you agree that, it can be amended?
It can be amended.
The
but
issue is
the question is, number one, there's no time. There's no resources. But more important, all this idea is targeting towards creating one position. Our Prime Minister.
And is that why then there are those who feel that the Deputy President is jittery on having the Constitution amended because of that position of presidency?
I am not putting it. And of course, there is a lot of temptations outside there to put these things so that it looks like it is between the Deputy President and Raila Odinga. It is not, in my view, this is my opinion, that is not the case. The idea is some people want to create positions for themselves. It's not about Deputy President. Deputy President is Deputy President, and he wants to stand. But the question is, it looks like people want to reduce this thing to become Prime Minister position. Number two, and more important for us in office, and particularly for us as Jubilee, there's something we signed with the people of Kenya, and I've said, Mike, we want to achieve the big four. And people want to divert our attention from focusing on healthcare, food, and as Weda said earlier, people are asking, where is the food on the table?
All right.
We need to deal about that. But some people who don't want us to do, so that they pin us down in 2022 and made sure that the president will not get a legacy, is to change, is to redrive Wanjiku and Atieno from the debate on these four issues that we want to achieve to just a referendum, a hot air. It might happen even in 20 years.
Well, you might call it hot air, Mheshimiwa, but I put it to you that every 5 years we have a very acrimonious elections. And some have argued that the reason we have that is because of the winner-takes-it-all model that we have. Now, one of the proposals that are there for the constitutional change is there to have a parliamentary system, which would mean even the opposition or whoever would... I mean, we have two leaders normally who come up as very strong, but winner-takes-it-all seems to leave us always in a desperate situation.
Kwani, what's the election? What is politics? Politics is about competition. But before I go that, you know, Mike, this idea of we want inclusiveness, we are going to war. We are only 6 years into this constitution in terms of election.
8.
We have only about 6 years into this constitution. 5 years last time, in last parliament, and 1 year this one. It's only 6. So we have not even tried it long enough.
Okay.
I wish it
so we need to give it time.
Yeah, we need to give it time.
Okay.
Why are we surrounding as if we are going towards or surrounding one person? No.
All right. Honorable Kembe Gitura, do you agree that the Constitution may need amendment, but timing is what would be an issue? And how do we resolve the issue that we've always had, the country divided into two? And that is because of the winner-takes-it-all system that we have, a very strong presidential system.
We are a developing nation. And we are not very old as a democracy either. And we tried the independent constitution, it didn't work for us. Then the second one, that was amended so much, by 1969 you could not recognize the original independent constitution. And then we fought for the new constitution, for the new dispensation that we now have for 20 years. And now we are where we are. And we are happy because we have a new constitution, a constitution that has greatly changed the landscape of our country. Is it perfect? I don't think so. You see, the lady called Wanjiku knows, because she was told by the politicians and she was told by the churches, let's pass this constitution. We know that it has got one or two things that need to be brushed up. We shall deal with them later. Now, Wanjiku, the people think Wanjiku is foolish. Wanjiku is not foolish. Wanjiku is very scheming. She knows a lot of things. And what she's asking now, she's wondering is, this 20% we are told by our churches, our church leaders and politicians, what was it and where is it? The wind is blowing, Michael. The wind is blowing, and it's going to continue to blow even harder and more ferociously. And the truth of the matter is that whether we like it or not, that debate is there. My friend Professor Singh says there is no point of a new constitution. That is debate. That is debate. And I'm saying I think there is going to be a referendum. Is it immediately or is it going to be at a later date? I do not know. But the truth of the matter is that this constitution is going to be looked at again and is going to be amended. Is it about the Prime Minister? I do not know. Is it about the issue that that we were discussing earlier when we were looking at the papers, again, I do not know. These are the issues that are going to be put on the table. And to do a new constitution, we have the committee of 14 that was created pursuant to the handshake.
Mm-hmm.
And they're
Building Bridges Initiative.
They're also looking into these things. And they got a mandate. And looks to me it was a national mandate. What are they going to come up with? I'm anxiously waiting to hear what they're going to tell us, because one of the things they might tell us is we need to look at the constitution again. We need to amend this, this, and that. We think that one of the biggest problems we have, for instance, is the issue of winner take it all, and that we need to address this issue. We cannot run away from what needs to be done, and we cannot be, people should not put fear into other people.
Okay, and do you feel that this would be the right time to do that? Because there seems to never be the right time to have this done.
There is never the right time. You have to deal with a problem when a problem arises so that you're able to move on to the next stage. Is it now? Personally, I think it should be done either before or together with the elections in 2022, so that going forward, we know for sure that we are working towards a nation building. But you put it very well. There is never a right time. You deal with a problem when it arises.
When it arises.
And, so
and maybe when it pinches most.
So that you can make the situation better.
Okay, I see.